Hi guys, it's me, Kira. I'm gonna stream art today. Yep, gonna work a bit on Ranus the Seeker. You can see him here. He's already got the base coloring and the base shading in, and yeah, feel free to ask me anything in the chat concerning the game or concerning the art, and I'll answer it. If you can't hear me or the music or anything is amiss, tell me and I'll try to fix it. Okay. Yeah, it's not just an art stream though, Boundless. Welcome. No love trailer, nice. Well, yeah, I could. I'm gonna do it on a different layer, because if I put it there and Jessica goes nuts about how dare I should be able to quickly delete it. It's not just an art stream, it's a Q&A art stream, so an AMA. Oh god, can't spell for the life of me. You may ask me anything, hopefully relating to the game. Yeah, we should make a not safe for work edition of the game. Like special deluxe edition, everyone's naked. And hairy. X could be anything, it doesn't have to be 0. X can be A. You should be so lucky. Did you just Google that, or did you come, or did you find that out yourself? I wouldn't have guessed, honestly. I feel like I'm focusing too much on the pecs, even though they're covered by an axe. You actually know that. Mass is full of dominoes like that. What a surprise! Hey, come on! No math for Ecrya then. I was in the main course in math when I did my A level, which was like 10 years ago. Yeah, he has a biceps too. Yeah, true. I should focus on that a bit more because that's actually visible. This doesn't work here right now. Also, I can't draw the nipples in since Twitch will ban me then, but I'll do that off stream. I just shouldn't forget them, otherwise it will look very weird. I'm not bad in math. I'm not great at it either. Yeah, they're nipple fascists. Actually, I think they did it so female streamers would stop showing their boobs. And but they banned, in the sense of equality, male and female nipples. So yeah. Not sure if the rules still apply, but last year it did, and I don't want to check it out if it still does or not. It is. There was like an uproar of guys who play shirtless their games while streaming. That they found it unfair. Maybe they changed it back, but honestly, I don't want to like provoke anyone with my art streams, since I do like streaming here. Like, I'm just gonna make here and then. This makes it so much better, doesn't it? Thank you, Boundless. Thank you. We're very excited that we made it so far. I don't have a glitter filter installed on my Photoshop, so I can just wait. Google. Why does every time I start doing an art stream, weird shit happens? Like a glitter bomb exploded over him. May it be that I put too much focus on this now? No, never. Me? I think I'm done. We can release a card this way. Okay. So, what's my opinion on firearms in fantasy? That's a nice question. I'm gonna label this stream stuff and put it up there. And every time someone joins, I'm gonna blend that in. Okay, firearms in fantasy. It depends on the era. So in the medieval fantasy, I don't really like it. Like crossbows, of course, yes, but otherwise I don't really. No, I don't like it. Like some fancy steampunk-esque firearms in a medieval fantasy setting. It's not my thing, but if you like create a fantasy world which has I'm only remembering the German word, like a steampunk setting basically, mixed with magic, like Renaissance-esque. Oh god, I can't speak. Then I find it pretty cool. Like those mixes, like all those I really like steampunk, but I like to keep it separate from the like typical fantasy era setting. I hope that answers his question. I kinda lost my trail. Don't have a glitter filter installed, don't you? Cause I thought an artist. Yeah. So Boundless asked, so for this art piece, did you have to scale it down for the card, since part of the body is sticking out to the side? The case with this art piece is, I'm gonna quickly load another image in to explain it better, because I'm bad in explaining. So this was the initial art, card art that we did, line art and stuff. And for using come on, for the trailer where the heroes are, I actually added a bit of the horse body to the image so that we have more room to play around. Otherwise it would have just ended here. It would have just ended here, and so if we would have wanted to move him up while zooming or to the side, it would have just cut off. So to prevent that, we create a bit more of the body, and while doing that, after we did that, we looked at our cards and kind of realized, well, on the card art you can't see that he's a centaur, he just looks like a half-naked man. Centaur, I don't know how to pronounce this word. And that's why I extended the image here, and I'm gonna color and paint everything of that. So in the end we can just take the whole body and scale it into the background image. So I'll have to do the art which is behind him. Like I have to do the sky and the mountains, even though you can't see them right now, but I don't know how we will finally decide to move Ranus around. I don't need the access, I want to look at the packs. Okay, this guy feels the magic sparkle. Yes, he does. Centaur cast glitter bomb, it's fabulous. Send to the printer. Shut up and take more money, yeah. Yes, Boundless, yeah, so basically either steampunk or high fantasy. I don't like the center mix of it. Like, it depends. We have our own website in the works where we do written role-playing stuff, and that world is mostly fantasy, like medieval fantasy, but at the same time we didn't go like in the not Stone Age fantasy, Stone Age, Middle Age, but those early Middle Ages steps, but rather the one where the cities already had some more advancement. And in this fantasy world, we do have like people who use magic to create technical stuff like flying machines and so on. But we don't have guns included in this world. Well, not like that. I'd have to ask my friend who is at work right now, so not in the stream, for the details, because I'm not only partly responsible for the world creation there. Yeah. It's a hard question, like, yeah. Also in a lot of fantasy games, like Witcher, for example, I don't use the long distance weapons like bows too. I just don't like them in general. But that may be a me problem. Personally, I like them in fantasy since firearms were a thing for a while during medieval times, like the basic handheld cannons and such. Okay, I didn't know about that. I have to read a bit about it. So you get up close and personal to stab your enemies. Sounds right. Yes. Flintlocks are too advanced though. I'm not sure what flintlocks are. I'd have to Google that too. I do like guns, but like in the modern age, but I don't know any of the names and stuff. Oh, okay, they are like muskets. Yes, Boundless, I do work on the website again. We found a programmer finally who's like web developer, not programmer, who's willing to take it on, and whenever we have some funds that don't go into like Ecrya or her personal projects, we give it to him and he programs our website, and once it's up we'll be able to like play there because it's nothing more than that. Why is there a line? What is the sense of this line? Okay, this is I'm gonna go with this layer and take an ugly color. So this is the hand. That's a difficulty if you don't do the line work. You sometimes have to figure out what's actually happening there. And this is the elbow. And I have to put it up a layer. From there it goes, the bone goes here, and this bone goes here, and here's the shoulder. Shoulder's actually here. There goes the shoulder muscles. Biceps. And this goes to the front. So this one's right, I get that. Goes here and here, and so there should be a fold here. And not here. Bigger muscles. No, it still should cross here. Okay. So taking this color. Is that better? So having sort of reworked the heroes a bit and changed some of their designs slightly, who's your favorite hero? You mean from art or from or from the cards? Both. I really like most of the art actually. The art-wise, there is my least favorite, of course, which is Rova, because I screwed his face up, and not just a bit, but he wasn't supposed to be a pretty boy or something. We want to have him like an old, wise scholar guy, but wait, I'm gonna load him in. So you have him, and he looks okay, but if you flip him over... Oh, I have to unlock that. If you flip him over, you see that his face is kinda melted. And that shouldn't be the case, so there's some stuff just very, very asymmetrical with him, which just, yeah, it's, if I start with this, it's and I do like how our new Ifis turned out, because that's the first artwork in 2019 that I did after having a mentorship, and when we decided to rework our style from the very old Ecrya style. And we took the time to rework her, which is... no, this is... there's something wrong. This is not the final one. Why is this not the final one? There it is. Yeah, so we took some time to actually rework her, and this is how she turned out. She does have a bit more clothes on her, and her face looks older, so she grew up a bit. And we made her face more human looking like, and less of this anime comic style-esque. So yeah, I like how that turned out. Where's the chat? There's the chat. Yes, that's a very sticky shirt. Oh. He's a tragic victim of a burn accident, yes. Swarms are natural, wet t-shirt contests. Exactly, Boundless. Exactly that. I really like the eyes and face of this one. Yeah, so that kind of shows how we progressed over time. I actually do have a nice image I want to show you guys. That's one. So this is what we did in 2018, where we still had this watercolory art style, because I couldn't do any better, and I want to try it out. But it was, a lot of people liked it because it was so unique, but a lot of people didn't, because they do enjoy the standard fantasy style. So then in 2019 I had a teacher who taught me how to like paint properly, like with depth and so on, and Jessica improved her line work, and so we reworked this with her wet t-shirt contest shirt. I should open the chat so I can actually see what you guys are typing while I talk. Yeah, and then 2 years later, that's all the progress we made while working on Ecrya, because that's basically drawing 5 times more than we did before. At least for me. For Jessica, she does a lot more commissions than I. So, but yeah, you can see the improvement we did. I learned what values are. I'm still not perfect, but it's getting there. We gave her a bit more clothes because, yeah, we don't want her to freeze in the swamp. Yeah, 2019 was before I finished my degree, and yeah, as I said, it was the first art piece I did after finishing the mentorship, and I continued using that. The background really improved. I don't mind the thick line style, but does fit a bit more in the game theme. Yeah, the background is actually Jessica's work. She's very good. Like, I painted it and she reworked it so it doesn't look that that prominent. Good. I went from having a moss skirt to moss shorts to. Yeah, but we mostly wanted her to have a bit more on her legs, so yeah. Jorts. Oh yeah, but my painting style improved a lot too. Same with yeah. That's the last hero I finished, Zalith, and you can see a lot of improvement from the Ifis, the first Ifis, and to this. So yeah, it's a bit difficult to maintain the exactly same art style if you're still improving a lot in your work. So yeah. Moss shorts. So yeah, I do like Zalit because it was kind of for me the one I showed you last, the demon girl with the moon. I do like her artwork most recently right now because it's basically how do I say it? I'm proud of finishing it the way I did, because it showed me how well it is. Why is it? I have the wrong brush set here. Ecrya brush set. Yeah, now it's the right one. Okay. Yeah, so this is art-wise. I do love Dunmar, but he's still an old artwork. So oh yeah, you can see 2018, 2019, and how we improved him in 2020. But he still does have a lot of lines in his work which doesn't fit the most recent artworks. And I love his design with the scars. And initially he had his mouth sewn shut. But yeah, we changed that to scars. So yeah, his hands are very flat, and it's not a great artwork, but I really love the design. And from playstyle, I do like Dunmar as a game card. With the belt thingy, what's going on with her belt thingy? I'm gonna open the final artwork for that. The belt thingy, it's hanging here. It's she likes midriff? What is midriff? So yeah, midriff is basically the core. Okay. yeah, I added the fishnet because initially she just were like very naked. But we decided to add fishnet, and we were thinking about like closing it off with cloth completely, but it doesn't fit her character. She's like the seductive demon girl, like a satire girl. And so it wouldn't fit her to cover herself up for the character herself. And yeah, Dunmar, I like him from playstyle a lot, since he's like a soul warrior type of guy, like all darkness, like both the darkness heroes, Solid and Dunmar. But I very rarely play him, since if we play, we usually take characters we're not sure if they're balanced right. So yeah, this is how he looks right now. He has extra combat spells, and he can sacrifice life to get additional damage. He's a bit squishy, since he doesn't heal life that much. But yeah, it's to balance out his strength. Oh, it's Jessica here? I don't think she's here. She had to take her mother to COVID vaccine stuff, and I don't think she's back yet. Where did I put the... Oh, there it is. This makes more sense now. It looks still weird. So there's an issue somewhere in this anatomy that looks really weird, and I'm trying to fix it. Oh, I didn't see that she said hi. Okay, if she's still here, she can answer your question. So yeah, the question about the game board. What made us change it from a fixed playing board to the hexagonal tiles? So I can see what I'm doing actually. So back then our first version was kind of very simple. We wanted just to make it appeal to people who don't want to invest a lot of time into the game, and like it was our... Why is there hair? Is it fur? Or is this hair? I don't know if this is hair or fur. I'm sorry for interrupting myself. What is this? Okay, sorry. I'm getting distracted too easily while painting. Looks like fur. Yeah, but it also... I don't know where the fur would be coming from, since he has the shoulder thing. It might be the one hanging down. Yeah, the hair. Hair would go down here, it wouldn't be hair. Yeah, it should be fur. Okay. Mystery solved. Mini cape. This is since he's a hero. He has a mini cape. Hexagonal tiles. Yeah, that's where I'm at. So yeah, initially we just... since it starts as a university project, blah blah blah, it was the first thing we thought of, and we tried it out and it worked out. Just as a... It worked. And so we stuck to it, but as we played more, a lot of people wanted to have more options to modify the path, since that would increase replayability, and we agreed. So just having one standard set of the path could get kind of boring the more you play it. depending on how often and how much you played it. But yeah. And we started thinking about how to make it more interactive. We thought about just including a couple of different paths. I almost barely missed that cape. With an Y? or how did you nearly mess up? Pathos. With an R. Caper. Yeah. I think the arm looks better. A bit wobbly, but that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind how it looks now. Yeah, and I got inspired by the Settlers of Catan with their hexagonal stuff, and I thought, yeah, why not try that? And initially we thought, yeah, one field per tile, but that would be a lot of tiny tiles and would make it very difficult to set it up for people who don't want to invest a lot of time in setup. The people who want to invest a lot of time, they can do whatever they want, but we wanted to keep it friendly for all type of players, like all the ones who are basically interested in the game. And that's why we decided to put a couple of tiles thingies, fields on a tile. And yeah, I did the design for that. I tried a bit of different options out, and finally we came to the conclusion that having this flower shape for the standard setup is the easiest way to do it. You have the backside with the numbers, so you just, if you don't want to spend a lot of time, you can just put the start 1 to 5 end there, turn them around and play. But at the same time, it gives you a lot of options for modification. You also have the tokens with the where's the event field, where's the camp field stuff. And if you get a chance, is there any art to show off from the tiles? Oh, well, I can show you the tiles themselves while talking, but nothing too fancy, old. So yeah, and this is how the board looked like initially. So you had the player board on the board, you had the hero, the two, I'm gonna open so you can see where I'm pointing actually. So you had the hero, the weapons, the armor, but you didn't have any slots to put your life tokens. Like, it wasn't enough space here. You didn't have, yeah, we didn't have arcane energy back then. You didn't have any slots for your active cards, so you placed them always in front of the board. The preparation and trinkets and so on. Which made it also difficult to remember the limitation, like if you think about the person who doesn't want to think at all while playing, like only focus on the important stuff and not the other all the little rules that would cramp up everything. So yeah, this was the first issue. With 4 players there wasn't just enough space. Another thing was that having them all on the board meant that players were stuck to the table. They had to sit around one table, and if it's a rectangular table, they had to reach to get to their according sides, which wasn't ideal. But we did have places to put your encounter and treasure cards there, but again we had no places for events, because events weren't invented the first time we created this board. And as you can see, it was a fixed set. Even if you have tokens, the length is the same. You could say, okay, I'm starting here and not here, but it's kind of not intuitive. It's not pretty. It's just, okay, I'm shortening the journey for myself, or I'm saying the end boss isn't up here, but it's here. It's yeah. With this we were stuck to how the gameplay looks like, and I did beautiful drawings then afterwards with the tiles and the ideas of how they would work, as you can see here. Oh, there's Jessica's here. Porthos. Oh, I'm not sure who my fave at the moment. I like Zarlet a lot and Vala. What are their themes? That's all what I remember that one. I seem to remember Kevin making a lot of monsters angry in one stream you had. Hey Stella! Hi Kira, I saw you posted a link in CJU's Discord, so I want to drop by and appreciate your art, which is amazing. Thank you, Stella. Glad to see you again. I saw you have a YouTube channel now. If you want, you can post a link. There's not a lot of people, but maybe someone is interesting in your games. Bound as you too. No worries. Yeah, so this was the first idea of the tiles, and then I worked on doing the tiles. Basically like this, with the initial idea where the slots were still squares and not pretty fields. And yeah, this is how we finally came up with the design, with the setup. So yeah, that's the art. You can still see like the landscape below it. You have the overlay of the tiles and the little arrows that tell you in which direction to actually go. Hope that answered your question about the What does a different color of each area mean on the board? This is in the cast page, I can find it there. Do you mean the field slots with red, purple and brown, or do you mean the areas themselves with mountain, grass, waterfall, whatever? Oh yeah, the purple ones. This is I have to drink because my voice is kind of dying. I did an explanatory video, if you want to check it out in depth. It's in the Kickstarter at the how to play section. It's the how to set up video. I explain the fields there in detail, but I will still shortly explain it here. It's basically the fields, it depends on which field you're standing at the start of your travel phase. It that says English dying, brain dying. I'm sorry. Wait a moment. It depicts what the. I'm sorry. I don't know what to talk. What to. Crap. Brain lag. What country to double the What was I talking about? I know what I was talking about, I'm just trying to find the right words. So yeah, at the start of your travel phase, your standee will stand somewhere on this board, on the different fields, either brown, purple, or red one. And that basically says what happens in this travel phase. So if you're standing on a camp field, that's the red ones. You're standing on a brown field, you're just encountering. So the game master, I'm sorry. So the game master draws an encounter card for you and reads it aloud and tells you what happens. If you're standing on a purple field, then the game master draws an event card, which is usually global and affects all players in the game and not just you. I still want to put the hearts there, just for stream stuff. Glitter. Okay. Redneck German back in the day. Yeah, I forgot about that. And yeah, so that's it about the fields. Basically, after the event on the purple field, you still encounter an encounter. You encounter an encounter card. My English is great today. It's best day to stream when I can't talk anymore. Yeah, and you have the castle slot at the end. It's also purple, but there you don't reveal an event, you reveal the end boss. We will probably change the color for less confusion. Or make it, yeah. Your English is kind of how it always is, to be honest, Kira. Yeah, my English, but not the... I forget words right now. I kinda can't think straight. It wouldn't be better in German right now, so at least I have that. Yeah, so the usual. Sometimes I have good days. Don't forget about the good days. And the art on the tiles, it's not relevant in that. You can use it to like help yourself be the game master. So you look at how does the field I'm standing on look like, and not you, but the active player standing on, and so you have like a little bit of input. But since the encounters are random, you can encounter stony, an elemental stone person in a forest area, as well as something like vines in a stony area. She says, forgetting her age. This never happens. Forget about the interview video. Funny thing is, in the campaign, when we launched it, in my About Me section, it said I'm 27 years old, and then my mother contacted me, like when we were talking about the campaign and stuff, and she asked, yeah, why did you write down that you're 27 years old? You're 26. I'm like, oh, good to know, thank you. I don't have an accent, I'm talking perfect English. So Kira's a boomer. Why am I a boomer? Is that a boomer thing, to forget the age? Everyone has dementia nowadays. The hearts were a great addition, Mickey. Thank you for that. Anyways, non-hero favorite art piece. I do love the old Nameless Nightmare. We reworked it. Oh god, we reworked it recently to fit it the newer art style. But I do love the old one. I did it in an art stream back in the day. It was the long tongue thingy guy. I will quickly load it in. So the new one looks great, but I do like the old one. So this is the recent Nightmare. And it kind of goes more to the dark side of things compared to a lot of other artwork we have. And this is how he looked before the rework. This it improved a lot. Not gonna lie, it's got tons better with readability, especially for a small card. But I don't know, I like the pink skin with the yellow warts. Kind of made it look more disgusting, and this one looks much more creepy and much cooler. But yeah, I still like the old one a lot. And he actually has a very old version too. Like, this is the 2018 version. Oh, it has done in 2018 down there. So yeah, he improved. Oh yeah, please. I'd love to hear Urdu in your accent. Huh? Urdu? Where's Urdu? Where are you from, Stella? This guy's called the Nameless Nightmare. Oh, Pakistan. Oh, okay. So yeah, Nameless Nightmare. Final version. Fancy one. That's my... Oh, and packs. And hearts. That's my favorite non-hero artwork. Another one we reworked a lot was the Trader of Secrets, because I was really bad at night scenes. So this was the first line thingy. Then Jessica reworked the line work when she got better with her skills, and I did this art piece, which was okay, but the background is just blue and dark, and we made it a bit better, but I don't know, the background was kinda weird still. I did like always the character, but yeah. And then we again reworked it, and this is the final result. So the background has a bit more prominence now. It's not just on the card artwork. This one just looked dark. You couldn't see anything. So here you can see a bit more of the background. Every time I start looking at artworks I'm very bad at geography, and yeah, sorry. Pakistani pal and very smart. Yes. Jessica, the hard nips were always there. Oh, Jessica, look at this. We also did this. So, glitter. He's our glitter hard boy. Yeah, we have a lot of those improvement images, but yeah. Yeah. I think if you can, I'm gonna zoom in, so from this to this, basically. Or the ones above each other. Talented kitty cat. Oh, it's Jessica's helping a lot too. Also we had, oh, this one was fun to rework too. The huntsman in 2018 was kinda falling over, and then in 2019 he got a bit straightened out. Maybe not straight, but straightened out. And then we reworked the background, so he changed location from a dense forest to a bit lighter forest, and yeah. We fixed a bit of his fair hair and face, so well, mostly the shading, so it got more interested, a bit of the clothes, so his arm isn't that thick anymore. No, it was meant to be bloody, but then it kinda went to rusty. Less drippy. But yeah, I think it's a mix of bloody and rusty, to be honest. Gay pride. He changed location from a forest to slightly less foresty forest. I should start listening to what I'm saying. But he's great, because his artwork, I really love his artwork, because don't know who of you knows it, Wombo AI. It's an app, face app, where you can make selfies and then choose a song, and this your selfie will sing this song. And we put him in there. We put the huntsman in there, and it worked great. So we have a lot of like Barbie Girl and other stuff. Him singing that, it worked very well. So I do like this about the artwork. No, please don't. That's half the fun of asking these questions and comments. Half the fun is me not being able to talk properly. Wonderful. Now I know why I'm doing Q&As. So people can enjoy my wordiness. So Shadako, Boundless has a question for you. He wants to know what your favorite non-hero art is. Oh yeah, yeah, an artwork that caused us tons of headaches was our dear Snapping Starla, the wolf. I'm still not very good at night scenes, but it's getting better. But back then I was just horrible at them, as you could see with the Trader of Secrets and the just blue background. So, this is how the first Snapping Starla looked like. It's just blue on blue with a bit, like, it's just blue. Good night, Bloodwind. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, it's a very blue popper. Like I'm blue dubba-dee dubba-die. And then we tried to rework it, added a bit like so there is more difference between the background and the front. So the background is just grey and he's kind of black with green, but it's still kind of all the same. Not for singing like that. So yeah, so it was kind of, it also had red, and yeah, it was kind of weird, and then we reworked it again, and then finally it was better, but yeah, we put in a lot of red tones just to separate it from the background, which again looked a bit weird with the night scene and such, and then finally we got this. I like this. It's much better, but yeah. He's a very good boy, yes. Oh yeah, we know a blue, orange and a couple other colors of the same pupper. Yeah, the final piece is amazing, but it was a long, long way to reach that. It's not, I didn't do that basically. Jessica helped a lot with that, and we just sent it back and forth and got some, like, we asked other artists how to improve that. It was it was a whole thing to finally get this one done. But yeah, I like the outcome a lot. Please tell me if I'm breathing too loudly in the microphone. My headset is kind of dying on me, so I sometimes have to pull the microphone close, but if there are a lot of weird sounds, it's, yeah, people won't like it when I upload it to YouTube. Yeah, it's working, but then sometimes, well, now it's at the point when I pull out the cable, it instantly shuts down. And when I when I put the cable back in and I try to turn it on, it doesn't always work to turn it on. Yeah, it's not ideal. But I still haven't found the old box with the shipping information and the warranty and so on. I have to look, but I don't have time for that right now, and it's not that important because I don't use my microphone that much, and with the turning off on after like when I shut down the PC and when I turn it on again, I have to like play around a bit with the on-off thingy until it works, but that's okay. That's less stress than looking for the warranty. Yeah, I think that it's the battery, and it's a bit, yeah, it should be okay, but yeah. With the battery, they their whole sales pitch was that the battery lasts very long and it's a great battery and you have to charge once a week. That wasn't the case in the beginning, and now definitely not. Yeah. Yes, Stella, exactly that. Teamwork. This music kinda reminds me of the Gwent from Witcher. When you're playing Gwent and the same soundtrack is just running over and over. And you're about to kill the developers for it. Gwent, it's a card game in Witcher. The climbing to the cathedral thing that I sent to you, it's from music. It's a piece that we used in our trailer. Or snippets of it. That's a piece we found on a website that is specifically for video people, content creators who you have a subscription, and then you can choose from an immensely long list of soundtracks, and you don't buy them, but since you have the subscription you can just download them and use them in your videos. Yeah, and that's where we found it, and we were kind of just looking for fantasy themed music. Oh yeah, that would be great if you send it to me. If it's not a bother, of course. Can't talk anymore. I never could. Sorry about that. Thank you. Yeah, back to the actual. Okay, what's your question? Something is wrong about his neck. What's been one of your favorite parts of working on this project so far? Ooh, tough one. Well, I do love the experience of it, but all in all, from developing a game, from the connections we made, from what we learned so far with other playtesters, and the whole gathering people to playtest and presenting your own game, and getting positive feedback, getting feedback at all. So it's the whole experience. Yeah, the whole experience. I do love about it that I get to draw so much. For me, when I with personal artworks, I do finish all of them, but I how do I say it? A lot of times I don't even start. If I start them, I do finish them, but most of the time I don't even start, because it feels like, yeah, I should use my time differently than just drawing something that comes to my mind, doing studies or whatever. And with Ecrya, I draw a lot. I have a theme, I have a topic, and I have to do this situation. And the best way to improve your drawing is by actually drawing. which you can see with the images I showed you beforehand. The more you draw, the better you get. Yeah, and that's a great thing. One of the great things about the game that we actually improve by doing something we love, and yeah, next to the other stuff I mentioned before, that is equally important. Well, for a lot of people it is. Like, there are a lot of people in art that don't draw, they only do studies or only do like basic works because they're too afraid to start drawing, but the actual drawing a human body will only get better when you start drawing human bodies and not shapes and forms. Your basics get better, and that's great, but you do have to draw to improve in that area too. The most frustrating part of this whole experience is, well, the short answer is marketing. The long answer is we're not very well with social media. We're not well with we never did marketing before that, and it's draining a lot. And oftentimes we don't see anything coming from it, so we put on in a lot of work, a lot of hours, especially Jessica. She's doing an amazing job with posting on socials and in groups and everywhere, and sometimes you post and post and you don't get any pledges or don't get any subscribers, or nobody joins the Discord mattering on whatever. It's yeah, spreading the word. It's very frustrating if you put in so much of your time that you could have spent drawing or doing something you like more, and then there isn't even a good result about it. You're doing a great job on it, Kay. Thank you, Stella. Yeah, 2/3 in 18 days is great. It could be, of course, better, but like, we're paying for ads, and then from the ads we're tracking them. No conversions. Nobody's pledging from the ads. People are pledging from where we personally introduced the game in the group, and that's kind of okay. We put in so much money and nothing is coming from it. And yeah. It's just that's just, I know it's we're doing good, okay, but that's the most frustrating thing since you asked about that. With better marketing, we could have get funded in the beginning. I mean, our game is great, and we believe in it, but even though we were trending for the first 2 days, it wasn't enough to like spread the word that much that a lot of people see it, which is like the sad part of it. This looks wrong. I have to restart this. Well, so given what you know, what if you could go back and do it over? Would you emphasize marketing far more prior to launch, or is there anything else you would want to change, having learned so far? Yeah, you're right about the neck. For your question, it's, well, we've done our best in the beginning. We've done our best. We could have done more, of course. We could have done it better, but with the knowledge we had, and we had a lot of knowledge, we went to a lot of courses. The issue is more with basically us. So if we would redo it, we would, like, if this shouldn't get funded and we decide to relaunch it, whatever, not that we are doing plans right now, but like if we do it again, then we probably will get a person for marketing, or we try to find someone who will post in the socials, who will engage with the community, because not engage, like Discord is fine, we can do Discord, but posting in 500 different channels, it takes away from the time we can actually work on the game, and this delays again how fast we progress. So something we would need another person to help us with that. That's maybe, in my opinion, the most. Why aren't you part giraffe? Well, giraffe, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you that? I have to look at references of male necks. I have no idea how to make this better. Let's punch that the way. Yeah, I'll need to look at some references of male necks. So yeah, I hope that answered your question about that. So marketing wise, we would know how to make it better, so we need someone who would help us. Or we know, but we're just not like able to do all that without killing ourselves in the process. Question. I'll shoot your DM later on the topic, the marketing stuff. Okay. Another MAA question. Were there any cards you really loved that you weren't able to make work with the game? Honestly, I wouldn't say so, for me at least not. That's something you should ask Jessica, because she's the one who made the cards, and I was just like the final receiver and saying, yeah, I like that, or I don't like that, change that. Since it's a team effort, but she's a creative mind. So yeah, no. For me not, but maybe for Jessica. I think there was some idea I had that I want to make work, but it didn't, and I tried it a couple of times, and then since it didn't work, I forgot about it. I'm kind of remembering that there was a thing I want to include, but we collectively decided that it won't. But I don't remember for the life of me what it was. Me forgetting something impossible. You're saying that as if that happens so often. It doesn't. I have a pretty good memory for things that I deem important. Days and Zero has forgotten something important. Zero. Hey! Oh, I just saw my last stream was a year ago. Didn't I make them too blue? I'm kind of worrying that I made them too blue, the eyes. Thank you, Stella, though. I'm happy with the skin, except the neck area, but I'll do that another time. Oh, the hands, I forgot about the hands. And loop. Okay. So where was it? Where was I? Where's the question? Anyway, this is an AMA. I need to stop going over. How many cards left to do art for the full release? A lot. We have done all the line works for all items, and there are not that many left. I think like 10 items left to do, and then we're done with them. Unless we get moved through the Kickstarter, which we hope that some of the community stretch goals are reached, so we will have more cards, but let's see how it goes. And yeah, encounter-wise, like most of them are missing still, but yeah. And hero-wise, this is the last hero we have to do, and your very best. Yeah, that's about art. Yeah, we have two playthrough videos of the game right now. One is with Jessica, me, and Ria, a friend of ours, which is about 3 hours long. Since we kept on dying a lot, and the one linked in the Kickstarter with with a how to play videos together. This is 1.5 hours long with just me and Jessica, and we explain in the beginning, like half an hour. There's a lot of explanation going on, how the game works while we play it. So if you don't want to just watch a how to play video on its own, you can look at that and see it combined with gameplay. My storytelling is great as always, since I'm a great DM. Welcome back, Jessica. Boundless had questions for you. The first question he had was, which is your favorite character art, which is not a hero, not character art, which is your favorite artwork, not hero wise. And my PC crashed, so this is what you missed. My voice got higher pitched? Okay, didn't know that, but okay. Notice that. Oh yeah, my I don't know why I'm talking so high. I'm talking so high. I don't know why. Yeah, this thing. Printing was actually very easy. I was thinking that Jessica will answer the question first for her, but okay. Yeah, printing was actually pretty easy. We so from the last campaign, before we launched that, we were in contact with a lot of printers and had a good like. The question, which is your favorite non-hero artwork? That was Boundless' question. And the printers, I'll talk about the printers after she answered. I can read aloud her answer, so I don't have to think. So, yeah, Jessica's favorite artworks are the non-hero are the H gemstone mine, which you can see right now here, and the Tear of the River Spirit. I actually didn't even think about the treasures when you asked that question. I was only thinking about the encounters. This is the Tear of the River Spirit. And from the treasures, I really love the yeah, I think you can post a link, but I have to approve it if you post them. And this is one of my favorite treasure items, the Wayfarer's Charm. I really love the design of it and the colors. Initially I wanted the gemstones to be blue, but it was just too much color going on. So Jessica's favorite part was coming up with the story and all the characters and the whole law thing, which she's doing amazingly. All those hero spotlights we've been doing, I've been translating them, and it's so much fun to read what she wrote. Thank you very much for following me, Mad Pink Hatter. Thank you very much. Sorry, I had to wait for it to pop up in the stream preview, since my Twitch broadcaster isn't working. What's the favorite? What's the favorite part? What's the favorite part of the law? Me in English. The favorite part of the law. Well, since I'm just reading the law and Jessica is coming up with it, it's like asking what's your favorite part of a book. I think for me, I really liked the snippet of Rovar's backstory, where you get to know a bit about the Northern Empire, and I hope to read more about that. Favorite part is it then? Did you not sleep last night? I did sleep about 13 hours last night, but the days before I slept like 4 or 3 hours and had to work at my day job thingy. So that was kind of stressful. Favorite part, yes. So yeah, for me it's the Northern Realms, Northern Empire that's piqued my interest. What's wrong with me? Interest. Printerest. Peaked. Okay, it's peaked, not piked. Okay. Learning English today. Some English lessons for the Kira. Twitch is telling me that a user called Stormunity is in our chat, and I really like this name. Sorry for pointing you out that, even if you're a silent watcher. But I really like your name. Okay, so Jessica, she really digs the storyline with the corrupt magic influencing everything around the Cursed Mountain. It being related to the disappearance of the people that once lived in Ecrya, and nobody knowing why they vanished. Just leaving behind this mess with the vile magic and basically effing the whole part of the land over with it. Oh, I really love that. I didn't know about that yet, but now that I'm reading it, I really love that too. Can I change my answer? No, the Northern Empire is still very great. And yeah, I still hope to hear more about that. Another question: when Journey to Ecrya is successful, are there any plans to expand the world of Ecrya? For once, we have the law book, which everyone will get who pledges 80 or more. So they can dive deeper into the world of Ecrya while playing. But we would love if there's enough interest to make more, more about the world, like add-ons or whatever in this direction going. Of course, with different playstyles and whatever. For example, cooperative mode, which would need a whole new set of cards and so on, but also just more creatures, more encounters that let you get deeper into the world Jessica creates. Any particular plans you have to expand the world? Any zones you thought of you'd love to expand? Underground cities, seafaring nations, etc. First add-on I would want to make... Jessica is saying first add-on I would want to make about after arriving in the abandoned city of Ecrya. And of course, giant scary underground beneath the city, so making it more like Dungeons and Dragons with less dragons and more dungeons. Well, I don't know if you can make more dungeons and Dungeons and Dragons, but Jessica's saying all the vile magic gotta come from somewhere, right? So that would be explored there. Yeah, that would be actually very cool. Boundless, love the lore that I've read so far. You've made something really cool here. Thank you, thank you. Do you have a lore explanation for the magic leaking out yet? Yes, we have, but not written out and fully finished yet, so that's still in the works. And Stella, you're asking where you can read about the lore. Right now in the Kickstarter campaign we made updates, and in each update mentioning a hero spotlight, look there. We will soon add it to our website. I was just a bit overwhelmed with all the work we had to do, so I didn't do that yet. And there will be a lore section in the website where you can read about the heroes. Thank you, Boundless, for offering proofreading. That's great. So yeah, the place to collect it all isn't set yet. Oh yeah, and in our Discord channel, of course, I totally forgot about that. Our Discord channel has also a lore section, artwork showcase we call it, and with each uploaded card artwork, Jessica writes a bit about what the item is, where it comes from, or what the creature is, where it comes from. It's just short snippets, but they let you dive a bit deeper into our world. That's in our official Discord server. Boundless is asking which of the 3 final bosses is the team favorite or your personal favorite. That's a tough one. So from the end bosses, I think I like all of them, and I'm looking forward to seeing the wildlife, Old Zatzara, finished. It's yeah, the wildlife end boss. From the effects and stats, I'm fine with all. Like, not fine. I like all of them, and yeah, that's my take on it. But Jessica has much more to say since she knows their backgrounds and who they are. And in that case, I am very interested in Hedrith, since she's a human living, well, human-looking woman living on the mountain and not being that corrupted by the magic. So she's still a human, and that's very interesting to see where she came from, what her plans are with the two creatures, like the wildlife and the restless creature. It's, for me personally, it's a bit less interesting to know about their background, since okay, you're a monster, what kind of background can you have? In that direction, but with the wildlife, I'm really looking forward to the artwork, the line work that I'll get from Jessica. And the restless creature, I think it will be fun to make again a nightmarish monster. And yeah, the Endless Bane, the restless creature is the favorite from Jessica. She digs giant worm monster thingies. She doesn't know why, but they're cool somehow. Or Jessica, can you post the link to our Discord in the chat for everyone who wants to join right now? Shadeko, so Jessica is saying that for Hedrith, the Wicked, she's the end boss from the Cutthroats. She's one of the few humans that stay on the mountain for a longer period of time without being influenced too badly by the corrupt magic, but it did some things to her mind that are not so great, and that's why I'm very interested in hearing more about her personally. What did I want to do? I forgot what I want to do. I want to do something. Never mind then. What was I planning on doing? I opened a window, but okay. Also, if people stay up on the mountain for a while, and the closer to the city, the worse it gets, they often turn mad or insane. Bounders is asking, so clearly if you hit all your stretch goals, will there be Ecrya branded tassels pasties? I don't know what that is. So Jessica can answer that. Oh! Oh, the nipple things. Absolutely, one set of pasties for each element. Wonderful. Okay, back to the serious AMA questions. Who came up with the original idea for Ecrya? What's the background for the project? We talk about that in depth, well, not in depth, but a little bit more in the interview video. Wait, why do you need 6 sets? How many nipples do you have? Sorry. that was the question about the pasties. I'm sorry for going off track. Brownlow said he needs 6 pasties. 6 sets of pasties. And so we created this project as part of a university project back in 2018. We had the task to make a business, create an idea and a business plan for that idea. We had a couple of different ones. My input was to make a weird app, which we didn't decide on, obviously. And we decided to, this was Jessica's initial idea, to make a board game. And from that idea we started working and fleshing it out. For the business plan we just had to have a main like direction, make some posters, add posters and whatever, but we kind of went overboard and started developing the whole game. And from back then the game changed a lot. We started working on that in our free time, even though the university project was all done already. And that's how we came about it. And Jessica came out with it, up with the original idea. The game mechanics we decided both on, input from both sides. We tried out a lot to see what works, what doesn't work, because ideas are good and fine, but if you don't know how if it's actually working, yeah. Oh yeah, the hand. Again, I forgot about the hand. Some of the best ideas come from there, by the way, to be honest. The random ideas you come up with on the whim. Yeah, and the lore, Jessica just started creating a world and pulled it all out of her lovely butt. Okay, so Boundless, how has your process of How has your process of getting review copies in hand been coming along? I know you had a couple of minor issues to start, but I saw you've been getting more callouts recently. Yes, we've created the prototypes in a long and tedious process. We want to make it great, so it's not just a paper cutout and that looks horribly, but we put a lot of effort into creating those prototypes, and took some time to send them out, and some people took longer due to personal issues, which is totally understandable in the current world situation, but yeah, delayed a lot of reviews and the possibility to send them to the next one, but the ones getting them right now are reviewing it pretty quickly, which is great, and we're very thankful for that. Yeah, and for all the shoutouts, the reviews we get, all the kind words and the constructive feedback from people who play a lot of games. It's been amazing. Make Ecrya great again. Oh, please no. Yeah, Jessica's right. We are small, so not many people see our stuff. But those that do give us great, amazing feedback and seem to really like the game, which is great. We had a few people that just honestly said it wasn't up their alley, the gameplay, and that's totally fine. We can't please everyone, and this game isn't for everyone, of course. But yeah. Also, Jessica is sharing some of the lore in little daily posts on Twitter right now. So feel free to check it out. She posted a link in the chat. Oh no, please add any links you want to the promo video. Campaign, website, our socials, whatever you think could be helpful. Also, on your last week or so, do you mind if I make one more promo for the final stretch? Oh no, feel free to do. Just tell me, drop me a message if you need anything from me. Anyone and anything putting the word out is great. Make all the promo. Exactly. Somehow his rib. Yeah, I did. Did I screw up? No, I didn't. I did screw up his ribs a bit. He has broken ribs. That's what you get for being a hero. You get your ribs broken. Yeah, the question is his heart up here? Like, where's my... here's my stream stuff. So, is his heart up here? Or is his heart up down here, since he's a horse? Does he have ribs here and here? It would be weird if he doesn't have ribs there, but where does he have ribs up here? If his heart, or down here if he only has a heart in one place? Or does he have two hearts? Centaur anatomy. Very important. Heart is what you worry about? Yeah. Does he have two peepees, or does he have only one peepee? One in the front and one in the back. Why do you think he has loincloth? Exactly. I won't read that aloud. People on YouTube can keep wondering what I'm referring to. Oh, that emoji. Okay. The face paint went here, but shading with the face paint on is oops, it's harder. Oh yeah, the hands don't have face paint, so I can't keep it here. Keep it like that. Yeah, he has abs now. He worked out. Yeah, the horse body has a six-pack too, but we can't see it since it's out of the picture. Boundless has been reminded by a horse that he needs to work out. Our weather right now is dark, since it's nearly midnight. Also, just heads up, in half an hour I'll end the stream, just because I have to work tomorrow. But I plan on streaming again on Friday and continuing this. if you guys are interested. It was it's a lot of fun right now. I'm getting a bit silent since my brain is kind of cutting out and I'm trying to keep track of what you're typing. I'll probably work a bit on the image until then, but yeah, most of the process you'll be able to follow along then. So I'm noticing that I'm tired because I keep working slower and slower on each section, but I'm still okay. I'm okay. And next time hopefully my PC won't crash. Now I said it, it will definitely crash. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea to stand up. Where's the button? There's the 3. Sorry for the noise. Come on. I have a mechanical table, so... not mechanical, an electric table thingy, so... I can actually stand and... draw. Yeah, I still got it in my old flat already, so... I don't use it as much as I should, to be honest. Nah, I'm fine. I'm just I know that I should. I'm like, yeah, I should lift the table up, but I don't want to stand up now. It's not a matter of forgetting, it's more a matter of I don't really want to. So, are there... Oh, you had a question about the printing, manufacturing, and the production, I think? So yeah, basically the manufacturer. So... the manufacturer, yes. What I've been already saying was that the manufacturing companies we were already in contact with from the last Kickstarter, and so we had a lot of people who we had good experience in contact with already, and we contacted them again and informed them about how much we changed the game, got new quotes, so that was fairly easy to get in touch with them. And how we, in the first place, how we got to know them, we read a lot in different platforms and Facebook groups and Reddit posts for game designers who has good and bad experiences with whom. For this one, we also have an Indie Game Alliance membership where we got some feedback from, some info, we talked to professional people who helped us decide, and that's why we finally decided to work with Major Games from China. They're very friendly, they're very helpful, they are answering quick, and we know that the quality of their components is great. From all the other games they produced and the people who gave so positive reviews about working with them. So yeah, that was the easiest part from this whole process. Much more difficult is the distribution, the shipping. Shipping is so expensive. I don't know if it was before the whole pandemic thing too, but right now it's wow. We tried to get a good deal, the best deal we could, considering that it's just a small board game. It's kind of sad that the prices are still quite high, but yeah. Yeah, and the question with the Becca and stretch goal rewards. So, how did you come up with your Becca and stretch goal rewards? Yeah, well, how we came up with them, we looked what other campaigns were offering that have a similar game to ours. We thought about what can we give, since we're just two people with a very specific set of skills. The lower ones are clear, like, yeah, not getting anything but a Becca roll, getting the game and the add-ons, that was one thing. And with the higher rewards, it's more of what can we offer for people, what could people be interested in that entire campaign. That's why we have the sketch that you get from us, like a small commission basically. Then we have the designing the cards, the 3 different designer card rewards. 2 of them are taken, or 2 of the limited ones are taken. One is designing a card that will be actually included in the game, which is a lot of work for us, but we want to give people the possibility to help us create the game. And the other ones are creating cards, like your own hero card or your own encounter card that only you will get and you can include in your game and play, but it doesn't have to be fitting the law in the world. It can be just, I don't know, your favorite movie character or whatever, so that you personally can enjoy gameplay with it, them, whatever. Thank you, OP. I feel like there was a question for Jessica that she didn't answer, but can't remember. It's so sad with the X that the X is kinda blocking all the packs. Yeah, I wanted to draw the packs, I'm sorry. I want to draw them, and that's why I drew them. Let me have my little enjoyments in life. Drawing packs is one of them. Another AMA question. Is there a plan for an online version that is not on a tabletop simulator or Tabletopia? Yes and no. We would love to create a digital version of the game, and we have a programmer working on that in his part-time, but we don't know whether and when it will be finished and how we will offer it, if it will be a Steam game that we sell, or if I don't know yet. It's not, I can't say anything definite for it, we would love to offer that, because then we could have an solo mode, and it would be much easier for a lot of things, but of course an online game isn't the same as a real experience of people sitting together at the table and playing, which also makes up a lot of the fun of the game. So it's much more fun to play this game together at a table than in Tabletopia or Tabletop Simulator, for example. But yeah. No, actually, we had a discussion at some point that we might move around or change his weapons. And if that happens, I don't want to paint the body then, because it will be much hard. It's much easier in the process of I'm painting the body and I'm painting that in. So I'm not gonna do it for everything, like the leather stuff, because that's an easy fix, but making the body look okay in one, it's easier in one sitting than in separate ones. For why I drew the packs now, and not in case they become relevant. Also, we have the hero spotlight where he moves the X's a bit, so there needs to be something below it for animation reasons. For commissions, we are both on DeviantArt, we are both on ArtStation, we are both on Twitter. I'm not really on Twitter. Jessica's on Twitter with her name Shadowco. I'm on Instagram, but right now all commission slots, I only have one commission slot at a time to work, and only work on it whenever I don't work on this game, which is very slowly. So if you want to get commissioned by me, you will have to have a lot of patience, since my focus is this game. Oh yeah, and Jessica saying, so you have to beware when clicking on her art pages because it's not very family friendly. Okay, another AMA question. What was the most difficult piece of art to do? I feel like we answered that before with what gave us most headache, which was the wolf progress image I showed earlier. And related to that, what was the most fun piece of art to do? I personally enjoyed doing the woodland stream. The coloring of it was a lot of fun. It was the first environmental piece that I was actually really happy with, without Jessica having to help me a lot and doing a lot of adjustment. This is the piece I'm talking about, the woodland stream. I just loved how the lighting worked out during the water, the thingies. It was just a lot of fun. Oh yeah, the most headache was actually the most headache was our first design for Aelin on the box art. I'm gonna show the box art here now for that, our current one, which I and I think Jessica too really love and adore, and it's amazing. This is Aelin in the center, the elven hero lady with her magic. She actually had a bow And when Jessica, I designed. Let me start at the beginning. I did the layout for the box, so it was my job to decide what the idea will be, and I'm gonna show you the beautiful thumbs I did, from which Jessica then did the line work. This was a thumb. So this was a thumb. She had a lot to work from. Also beautiful ladies there. Yeah, 11 of 10. I know, those are amazing, especially the wolfies. I really love the wolves here. Well, they're all naked, so you can see they are women and not men. I don't know why. Don't ask me those questions. And then we had our first box art. I'm gonna open it if it doesn't crash my PC again. So, did it have? No, I didn't. I think I deleted all of the trial and errors of the box art with the bow. Yeah, I don't think I have any of them left. Gonna check my concept art folder, but I don't think so. And it's a good thing I deleted every trace of it. It didn't look that great. So yeah, that was a lot of headache. We changed the pose a lot until we finally decided, yeah, let's make her have magic in her hands. Who cares about bows? Oh, an AMA for Jessica. Is there a lore purpose behind the war paint on our centaur friend? No, he just likes to paint himself. I think there's a better explanation for that, but... yes, he is from the Northern Empire, same as Vala, and they have this living as clans thing going on. So the question is if the paint acts as the clan colors. I'm gonna open Vala for a second here so you can see her too. This is Vala. So the clans are all about honor and winning and bravery. It's why many of them worship the deity of our storm element, so the storm god, or how you want to call them, him, her, them. Some clans have these distinct colors and paints. Vala did never have any body paint. She does have a wolf tattooed on her side, on her hip. And that thing, this one, is the mark of her clan. Every time I switch over to runners, it somehow moved in on the hearts. I don't know why. Okay, let's have one. Oh yeah, you had another. So the last AMA question. What's your favorite distinct fantasy element in Journey to Ecrya that differentiates it from other high fantasy environments? I'm gonna let Jessica answer that first. No, I'm not trying to cheat. I'm not trying to steal the answers from my classmate. Kira quickly runs off to go read the law and look for an answer. So Jessica, I'm not sure what there is that isn't found in any other fantasy setting. Like, there are so many. Can you even have something totally unique? I'd go with saying it's the way we handle magical abilities in our world. So as the final act of the stream, Boundless is asking if we can go into a little more detail on the magic and how does it work in the world. So in our setting, nobody is born just being a mage, and many people will never have the ability. In our setting, nobody is born just being a mage, and many people will never have the ability to manipulate arcane magic. It's a mix between men and magic. So you have to have a special talent and study hard to channel and use it. Is a question, and the answer to that, there are some ways to gain those abilities, but the most common one is to receive the blessing of the Four. The Four are the deities in our world. In the world of Ecrya. Basically, one of the four main gods that are worshipped by the people at this time will choose who is worthy. And they give them their blessing, which leads to the heroes having different elements depending on which deity they got their blessing from. And this is also where the special aspects from the heroes come from, like light, darkness, venom, and storm. I agree with Boundless that we didn't go with the typical elemental effects. Is a nice thing. So earth, wind, fire, water. That is actually one of the parts that I insisted on when we created the game, that I didn't want it to be just basic element. I wanted it to be elements. Like, we wanted it to be elements, and I wanted it to be something different than just the standard four. And Jessica is explaining further about the four. The gods have different things they value in their chosen ones. Some are more benevolent with their gifts than others, and so on. There is a lot of lore there that I can throw into the lore book if it's made. So yeah, Jessica really likes exploring and further fleshing out the storyline of the gods and of the four, and how they influence the life in Ecrya. She still haven't come up with good names for the four, so that's why we're calling them just the four, or the deity of light, storm, or whatever. But it will be coming eventually. Okay, so this was our last question. I'm gonna end the how's it called? stuff. The YouTube video here. Yeah, I'm gonna end the YouTube video here. And I hope it recorded it properly. Oh yeah, we have to do the glitter. Okay, I have the glitter on. So yeah, we came quite, not far, but I did cool packs that nobody will ever see, except a few guys who watched the stream. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna still read a bit of the chat and maybe answer on that.